We're going to get started. Good morning, everyone. Give yourself a round of applause. My name is Melissa. I'm CEO of the Marketing Network and the member of the Health Council Immunization. I'm so happy to see all of you. Welcome to our second annual Women's Health Championship Awards breakfast. So this is of Miami Gardens is a very special community. All of you who are in this room are here because you're committed to the health and well-being of the residents. Yes? And these 6 women that we are honoring today have set their lives and their careers to make sure that the city of Miami Gardens is a healthy community where everyone has the opportunity to create a kind of environment that's great for raising a family and for living and playing. So welcome, and I am not only are we honoring these 6 amazing women, but we're also celebrating Women's History Month. Right? And so, I want to introduce our fearless leader, the program director, our guru, our champion, Ms. Samra. It's so nice to see so many of you in person. We've been over Zoom for so long, and I've only seen you for the last few years, so it's really wonderful to be here with you and to have you here. So once again, welcome to the City of Miami Gardens, Women's Health Championship Award breakfast. So today brings me incredible joy because we want to acknowledge and celebrate and highlight the work that these 6 women have been doing. So as you know, Women's Health Gardens reflects the vision that takes a whole lot of people, a lot of organizations, many entities coming together under one umbrella and sharing one unified vision in order to make change in our community. So the work that we do would not be possible without the organization representing the connected, and it definitely would not be possible without the women that we are honoring today. So I am also incredibly honored because I get on a daily basis to share space with these women and to solidarity with them as we work really, really hard to effectuate change in my heart. Here's what I hope for our community. I hope that feeling absolutely joyful, feeling absolutely loved, feeling absolutely appreciated, and feeling absolutely honored for your hard work. This is part of the way. We know how hard we work every single day, how hard we work to stay committed to this mission. So this is part of the way of saying to you that we see you. We absolutely see you. And I hope you know after today, today helps to either affirm or reaffirm for you that the work that you're doing makes a tremendous difference. The health of all of our communities, your hands and your hard work and your commitment every single day. So today we wanted to take a moment to again highlight our vision, to celebrate you, to something that we are women's great for everything that you do in the city and beyond our community. Again, welcome. So I'm also incredibly honored to bring up our mayor, to bring greetings, official greetings from the city. I want to also officially in your Harris because he is such a strong supporter of our work, and he has please welcome your mayor, Harvin.
Thank you, family. It's a truly an honor to be here this morning. First, I want to say you do such a great amount of work in this community and for the city. We really appreciate you. So thank you for all. You know, I remember when I was a council person, I just started doing this morning. You know, I thought it was just trying to get people to eat right, to get in shape. But it's so much more. And for the work that you and your team does, it's an honor. So thank you. But this morning, like my mom always used to tell me, women are God's gift to this world. I'm glad that I can be here this morning to thank each and every one of the ladies who are getting an award today for their commitment and dedication to my regard. It's always a good time to recognize great women. But there's something about doing so in the month of March, Women's History. It makes it truly a special occasion. We take great pride in recognizing these phenomenal women for their service to the city and our community. These 6 women leaders have committed their lives to serving our community, enhancing health, equality, and making the city of Miami Gardens a healthier place to live, work, and play. And we definitely appreciate it. They heal from the heart without hesitation, giving selflessly of themselves for the betterment of others. So on behalf of the city of Miami, 113,000 residents, you know, I'm honored to recognize the honorees. Our state representative, Felicia Robinson. Oh, that's essential. Dr. Iyabode, Yabo, Beysolow. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? And Dr. Joycelyn Lawrence. Yeah, when I say your name, please stand. You all heard me say it? Please stand. Linda Freeman. Dima Sarah. And Miss Virginia Harvin. Congratulations to you all. I want to thank everyone for being a part of this today. And now I'd like to actually I want to see Melissa to come back. And again, thank you for being a special part of this Women's History Month and being a special part of Miami Gardens. We appreciate you, we love you guys, and we look forward to doing more work with you. So thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Mayor. Thank you so much. Everybody, please give another round of applause. Now, you know what program is important to the city, like Mayor about, is that thank you. So we appreciate his continued support. And now we're going to the program. So there are a couple of things that we are actually Facebook channel as well as our YouTube channel. So folks will be able to celebrate with you and appreciate you. Not just folks who are in this room, but your families who may not be friends today. So I have an assignment, right? Please stay back. I wouldn't be a marketing person. I would be actually. And then go to on Facebook or Instagram or so go on the Facebook page, Live Healthy MG. Find the Healthy Miami Gardens on Facebook. You haven't heard of this, please do. You have found this, please do. this broadcast so that folks throughout the community, and friends and family and colleagues, can see and celebrate these six phenomenal women who are making such an amazing impact in our community. So please go ahead and just share that video. All right, wonderful. We are going to go to our first reading. So we have two honorees that are joining us virtually. Okay. And so, so I actually have a very special request. Mr. Harvin, sorry, please, would you come bless us?
That is great. We try to do things. We praise and honor for allowing us to celebrate this morning the work that is being done in the city of Miami Gardens by these wonderful honorees and all of the persons who are involved. Thank you. Give glory and praise unto your name. For your name is so worthy to be praised and magnified. We just lift you up today, God. You are an awesome God. You are so worthy. We just thank you. Now bless these thy people in the city of Miami. Every home, this blessed family, every family, every boy, every girl, just bless the city right now. That it might prosper and do a great work in your kingdom. We thank you, we praise you, we honor you. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Sir, a powerful way to start the morning. Thank you for that. And so our very first representative, Felicia Robinson. And you know, lifelong resident of the city of Miami Gardens, Representative Robinson has been affecting change in the Miami-Dade County Public School System for years, both as a teacher and now as an assistant principal. She was elected to the City of Miami Gardens City Council, serving from 2010 to 2018, and then also held the position of vice mayor from 2014 to 2016. Representative Robinson was then elected to the Florida House of Representatives, or House District 102. She was sworn in on November 17, 2020, and she is currently in session, so she's going to be joining us virtually to accept her award. But I want you to know this very important thing about our state rep. She believes that when people know better, they do better. And her job as a servant leader is to make sure that people know that. So please put your hands together for our state representative. Welcome, State Rep.
Well, thank you. Welcome. I'm happy to be able to join you all. In about 20 minutes, we'll be on the floor opening our 2023 legislative session. And I'm not sure, can you all hear me? Okay. Hello?
We're hearing you. Continue.
Oh, okay. So I'm just thankful to be a part of this process. I started there in the city of Miami Gardens, and I had the opportunity to serve for 8 years there. And I have completed a first term. Sorry, wanted to make sure that door was closed. Completed a first term here in Tallahassee, and I'm going into my second term, and I'm continuously advocating for you all. When we talk about health, health is so important. If I always say, if you're not healthy and you're not able to enjoy the things that's around you, the things that you work for, then what's to you? So when we started Live Healthy Miami Gardens in the city of Miami Gardens, it was with great pleasure and honor to be a part of that process. And I hold that very dear to my heart. I'm always trying to advocate and educate people about how to take care of themselves and to continuously be healthy. And so I hope that all of you all that's there, if you don't take anything away, please take away that you must advocate and learn how to treat your body. It's all that you have. And if you are healthy, then everything that you work for and that you put effort into, you'll be able to enjoy because you are in good health. Good health starts with education. It starts with going to your primary care doctor regularly. It starts with you eating the proper food and getting exercise. And we want to make sure that we learn to be preventative with healthcare rather than reactive. And so those are some of the things that I'm even fighting for with legislation to actually make sure that we as Americans, we're not just being reactive on our health, but we're doing things and putting things in place so that we can have prevention, because that's truly where it starts.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Samra. Okay. And so our next honoree, please let's give Samra another round of applause. Listen, I want you to recognize how special it was that she took time out. The work in Tallahassee that she's doing for this city is not an easy task. And her days are long when session is happening. So for her to prioritize this city enough to take time out to say thank you, I think is really special. Our next honoree is also remote. She is Dr. Yabo. She is a pediatrician by trade with over 20 years of experience in private practice, as well as urgent care settings. She is also a public health professional with several years of experience working at the CDC in immunization services, where Dr. Yarbrough led as medical officer and also as a subject matter expert in immunization. Now, she is currently serving as an immunization subject matter expert for the CDC sponsored grant AIM, which stands for the Association of Immunization Managers. She's also working on the CDC's REACH program, which a lot of you are familiar with, because you know that's a major program that Live Healthy Miami Gardens participates in. REACH stands for Radical and Ethnic Approaches to Community Health Programs, where she provides guidance and expertise on increasing immunization and COVID-19 vaccination rates in racial and ethnic groups experiencing disparities in vaccination rates. Dr. Yarbrough has also organized and led multiple medical missions to Liberia and Angola between 2008 and 2019 to provide free healthcare services.
And she is contributing through her work on REACH and her work with Live Healthy Miami Gardens. She's making significant contributions to the health and well-being of this community. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Yabo.
Thank you so much, everyone. And I also want to say a big thank you. I received my award. Someone just dropped this at the doorstep with some beautiful flowers, so thank you. I also want to say a big thank you to Tamara and Sade and all of you at Live Healthy Miami Gardens. I'm just very honored and humbled by this award. But I also want to just shine light on you just for the awesome work you've done throughout this pandemic. From the onset of the pandemic, you have galvanized your team, your trusted messengers in the community. You've educated your community. You are the shining stars. We really should be honoring you all today. You've gone above and beyond to make sure your community is aware of the dangers of COVID and flu and the importance of vaccination. So we just want to applaud you all for all of your hard work. And now you're continuing to connect the dots. It's not only about COVID and flu, but it's also about promoting health. It's about decreasing obesity, stop smoking, increasing exercise and proper nutrition. And so again, I just want to thank all of you for this honor and this award. Please continue to do the great work. And thanks to all of you in the community who continue to share in these efforts. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yabo. Wonderful. And our next honoree, Dr. Joycelyn J. Lawrence. Wait, hold on, I gotta introduce you, honey, because you're gonna get your song and you get to walk up to your song, okay? So Dr. Joycelyn Lawrence has served as Chief Medical Officer of Jessie Trice Community Health System since 2016. Now, she's a native Miamian who grew up in Liberty City. She is dedicated to providing care to underserved populations. Now, prior to coming to Jessie Trice, she served at the University of Miami's Department of Family Medicine for over 17 years as the medical and project director for their 9 school-based health centers. So she's bringing a wealth of experience to our community. Dr. Lawrence, she has a really important goal. Her goals are to help improve community health outcomes for communities through her administrative duties while addressing systems of care through advocacy and direct patient care. And so because of her commitments to serving communities like ours, we are honoring her today as a healthcare champion. Please, Dr. Lawrence. Morning, and thank you very much. I have to say that I am quite honored for this recognition and to be included amongst such a distinguished group of women. Thank you. And thank you to my Jessie Trice family. I was not expecting this support. Thank you. It's been an extraordinary honor serving in my role as Chief Medical Officer for Jessie Trice Community Health System. It's given me such a deeper appreciation in working with others in the healthcare arena, such as our fabulous CEO, Annie Neesman. Each day, the people I work with, colleagues, community partners, and patients work not for name or fame,
but to promote systems of change that will ultimately improve health outcomes for individuals and communities. It's done out of love, commitment, and passion. My priorities, that is, how can I help, are centered on two things. One is innovation, coming up with ways in which I might address chronic illness, the concerns we all have for our children, and addressing social conditions of where we live, work, and play. Here is where I can imagine and work to make that vision a reality. The second one is health equity for all. We need a culture that is strong in promoting prevention and treatment for everyone. The fulfillment of providing care to patients through my administrative role and direct patient care, it does give me a sense of connectedness to the community. And coming off of the pandemic, we all sought for ways to stay on top of our health and to just simply remain connected. For me, that was helping to make such patients, making sure the patients had what they needed, whether it be blood pressure devices or glucometers that were Bluetooth enabled so that they could transmit their readings to their providers, or simply providing virtual small group sessions. And that was key because in the top 3 findings with our patients for social determinants of health, social isolation was amongst that top 3. The other thing was just to be there to lend a listening ear. And now we seek to come to our patients' homes to deliver care. And this is what Jessie Trice does when we're faced with crises. We adapt. We all have the power to heal. Live Healthy Miami Gardens is the prime example of that. This initiative effectively convened numerous collaborating partners, I believe more than 50, so that they could work together to promote citywide changes. That is no easy feat, and I am grateful to have been a part of this. So thank you, Ms. Tamara LaBruce. Thank you, Charlotte Sobers. Thank you, Ms. Katia Harris. This initiative is a successful one, and to all the others, thank you to those of you who have worked so diligently. And I will close with words from our current U.S. Surgeon General, Vivek Murthy, who believes, as I do, that love is the oldest medicine in the world. It is the greatest source of strength that we have. It enables us to go beyond as parents, friends, and as community members, to do that which may not seem rational, but that which we are guided to do out of love. Love is by far the best prescription of all.
Thank you again for your service, Dr. Lawrence. And our next honoree. Dima Samra. Dima is the executive director of UMC Free Clinic, and she has been working for the past decade to help members of our community get access to health care. Dima graduated from pharmacy school in 2011 and is currently a mother of 3. You guys clap for that, y'all. She devotes her time and efforts to serving the community. And she's also a volunteer teacher at the Islamic Center for Greater Miami Sunday School program. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we are honoring this fabulous woman for her dedication to our community. Please, Dima, give her a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Live Healthy Miami Gardens, for all the work that you do in the city and for this award today. Thank you to my family who could not be here.
Thank you to the UMC board. We have one of the board members here today. Thank you to Dr. Qureshi, who is the engine of UMC Free Clinic. It's so honoring, at the same time humbling, to be here today with all these phenomenal women, and not just the awardees. Thank you, Samra. I know the world is not exactly at the best place right now, but it's these little meaningful changes that Live Healthy Miami Gardens does, that we are all doing in the community, that help make a change for the future. You know, like providing free healthcare, planting trees, educating families about the different diseases that can happen with bad nutrition. All these are beautiful, beautiful initiatives that I believe are helping the world become a better place. No one person can heal all the suffering in this big world, but if we all come together, I think we can make a change. It's so important for our collective spirit also to acknowledge the work that we're doing and appreciate the work that we're doing, especially as women. As women, we are the connectors of humanity, and I truly believe that a world that nurtures women can do anything. So thank you again for this beautiful event.
That's such powerful words, isn't it? Thank you, Dima. All right. And our next honoree, Miss Linda Freeman. Linda Freeman began her career as an environmental engineer at the U.S. Department of Energy in 1986, after completing her MS in environmental engineering at Stanford University. She has a Bachelor of Science degree in chemical engineering from the University of Michigan as well. Since 1999, Linda has been serving as executive director of the Peacemaker Family Center at Trinity Church right here in Miami Gardens. Now, Linda is truly committed to inspiring underserved, under-resourced urban youth to embrace science through hands-on outdoor STEM education. In May 2019, she became a National Geographic Explorer, focusing on STEM education for under-resourced youth. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and help me to honor Ms. Linda Freeman.
Good morning, everyone. And one of the things she didn't say about me is I have been so privileged and honored to serve as part of Live Healthy Miami Gardens alongside Tamara and so many other distinguished people in this room, and that has been a joy. I want to start out by saying health is wealth. And what kind of, yeah, you can clap for that. Health is wealth. The wealth that I'm talking about is that when we have health, we can fulfill God's purpose for our life. That wealth allows us to have a healthy mind, a healthy body, and a healthy spirit. And I just want to read a scripture from Ephesians 2, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." And so here we are in a body, and I'm going to call my body my very best friend.
Yes, ma'am.
Because My body goes everywhere with me, knows everything about me, does everything about me. And without it, I can't fulfill God's purpose for my life. And so I want to share just 3 things with you about your body and how to make it your very best friend. The first is rest. Rest. And we heard the doctor say a couple moments ago that our body has the ability to heal itself, but it can't do it without rest. And think about your favorite, well, it's kind of my favorite. One of my favorite items is my phone. And I am so careful to make sure it's charged up, right? I plug it in at night. I make sure it's got enough energy. I have a plug in my car. I am always looking, oh, is there enough energy? But do I even treat my body that same way? Sometimes I don't. I admit it. So rest is one of the things that we can do that is completely under our control. We can decide when we go to bed at night. We can decide when we wake up, or do we take a nap. It's our choice. So we can recharge ourselves with rest. Number 2, eat. What you put in your mouth, what you see with your eyes, what you take in through your ears, that's feeding you. So what you allow inside your body, what you see, what you allow to come in, what you listen to all the time, that becomes the fuel that fuels your life. You can decide what you put in your mouth. You can decide what you listen to and what you see. And that becomes what keeps you going. So rest, eat, and the third one is move. Move your body. Move your body. Move your body. Now, maybe you like to move it dancing. Maybe you like running or walking or riding a bike. It doesn't matter, but move your body. Because if you don't move it, what happens? You lose it. You lose it. And then you wake up one morning and go, well, guess what? It might be our own fault we can't move it. So, health is wealth. We can fulfill God's purpose that He has for us. It's our choice by how we rest, eat, and move. So thank you so much for this honor. I was shocked out of my mind, but I'll take it. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Thank you. That was such a pleasant reminder, wasn't it? Rest, eat, and move well. I love that. Thank you so much for that great reminder. And so, our next honoree, last but certainly not least, our Miss Virginia. Virginia Smith Harvin has been with Live Healthy Miami Gardens from the beginning, right? She has been on the host council since 2014. And she's also a Star Award recipient in 2022. Miss Virginia has been a proud member of the Miami Black Nurses Association since 1978 and is the past president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and historian. So we know she loves to serve. It's in her blood. Miss Virginia was, or Miss Smith Harvin, let me be formal. Miss Smith Harvin was the co-first Black RN, is that correct? All right. At Crawford W. Long, now Emory University Hospital in Atlanta, as the ICU charge nurse and the head nurse. Now, during the years of retirement from 1981 to 2007, she was at Northgate Health Centers, founding lead RN and head nurse. She has held a joint position as the Director of Patient Care Services at Jackson North Maternity and Outpatient OBGYN Center. And I can tell you personally that there has never been a time that I've called Miss Virginia to ask her for help in service of this project that she said no. She always says yes. And for that and plenty of other reasons, we are honoring you today. Please come and accept your award.
Good morning, everyone. To my fellow honorees, to the mayor, Rodney Harris, and council members of Miami Gardens, and to the Live Healthy Miami Gardens family, Ms. Tamara LaBruce, and the amazing, absolutely amazing team, Quinn and Shardy, who work with you. To my fellow host council members who are here, to my FIU family, after Northgate Health Center and the Jackson Health System, I worked part-time with the Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine at FIU, and those were my co-workers. They call me Mama Homie. And to my Live Healthy Big Green Bestie neighbors, we share our garden stories together, Belma and Donna, who are on Facebook, and to all of you again, and to my wonderful, wonderful family, and on Facebook, my loving husband, Reverend Jessie, to our oldest daughter, Natalie, and her husband, Eric, our son-in-law, and to Jessica and Elizabeth who are working and are on Facebook. We understand work, don't we? And to our extraordinary, talented, and scholarly grandchildren, Harvin, Jaden, Jordan, and Trice, who are a combination of post-military, college freshmen, high school senior, and fourth grade wigs. It's my honor to be recognized today and to expand on the theme that all of us have talked about, the healing with the heart. If you're volunteering to this community, our actions and our voices reflect all that the heart represents. Others have spoken up. And Reverend Freeman, yes. If we're volunteering, the heart represents love, life, growing, health, peace, joy, as best we can and as often as we can. Yes, the Bible speaks of the eyes of the heart. It also tells us to love God with all of our heart, mind, and soul. Even us, when we possibly offend someone, what do we say? Charge it to my head and not to my heart. We recognize from where goodness flows. Healing from the heart, powerful. I'm a resident, so I'm speaking from a resident perspective. Several years ago, my husband and I contemplated, do we want to migrate north, as so many are doing and have done, or do we want to stay in Miami Gardens? Well, you know our decision. We stayed. So for our almost 40 years of marriage and family life, when Miami Gardens was unincorporated in county, and is now this beautiful, progressive, dynamic, tree-lined, all-American city. For 18 years, this is where our heart remains. Where else could we have gone and volunteered like this? Where else could we have gone? And the first mayor of Miami Gardens, Ms. Shirley Gibson, was also our oldest daughter's Girl Scout troop leader. Where else could I have run into the second mayor of Miami Gardens, now Commissioner Oliver council member and now Mayor Rodney Harris and conversed with my husband for a meaningful, good minute, but at a Friday event in the local park. Where else would I share today with a fellow Tuskegee grad who is also an honoree and now my state representative, Felicia Robinson? Nowhere but in our very own city of Miami Gardens. And to you who live, work, play, worship here, we all belong and are thus committed. I get excited when I talk about Miami Gardens. Thank you, the Healthy Miami Gardens staff, for your excellence and groundbreaking leadership, for thinking me worthy. Thank you, city leadership, for continuously listening to us and supporting our efforts. And thank you all for being here today to share with us in the community of Bunch Park and globally on the web. May God continue giving us the strength to serve as influencers of healing heart health to Miami Gardens. Thank you and God bless you.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our honorees. I'm going to ask real quick if our honorees can come forward for another good photo. And we want to get a big group photo of everyone. That's going to be a little bit challenging. All right, okay. So we'll do the honorees first, and then we're gonna get a group photo of all of the attendees as well. So bear with us as we produce this. So honorees, if you can come up front real quick. Are there host council members here? Okay, all right, honorees, please come quickly with your award, and let's do that photo real quick with the four of you. Dr. Lawrence. You can stop the live broadcast. Thank you, our social media friends, those of you who are watching on social media. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Live Healthy Miami Gardens Live. We will be back on live on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Remember, be kind and loving to yourself. You absolutely deserve it. Be well, everybody. Thank you for joining.